Hi everybody, welcome back to Enlisted. So in this video I'm going to show you, well, how to build stuff in case you're new to the game. You think, oh, how do I build those sandbags? How do I build those artillery pieces? How do I build those spawn points? And we're going to look at how you unlock the ability to build, how you unlock the ability to build certain things, and then we're going to go into the training session and I'm going to show you physically how you do it on console. And we're going to be using, I guess I'm going to be using an Xbox controller, but I'll grab my PlayStation controller so I can translate. So the first thing is that the people who can build in Enlisted are engineers. So here's my American engineer squad, and here's my German engineer squad from the Normandy campaign. And how you get your engineers, let's scroll back through here, is by playing the game, leveling up. And there we go. So what's that? Is that level 3, is it? Doesn't say. Level 1. Level 3, you get the German engineers. And it'll be the same for the Americans, I bet, as well. There we go. So there we go. So once you've unlocked them in the campaign, so basically by playing the game, you unlock them and you'll get told that. You'll then get a squad. And your squad will consist of one engineer and then a number of troopers. And so what you'll then do is you'll then go into logistics, and you could go to troop reinforcements, and you could buy yourself some more engineers, or you could buy some random troop reinforcements. They're very cheap and you might get some engineers that way. And then you can go into managing the soldiers in the squad, and you could add more engineers to your squad. The idea of having more engineers is you have more resources, but also if one of them gets killed, you can carry on. Now your basic engineer will be able to build basic things. However, as you play with that squad and you get squad points, what you'll then find in the squad upgrade section, you'll then get the ability to build different things. So that's the anti-aircraft gun that we can build. And then we've got the anti-tank stationary gun as well. You'll notice here that there isn't the LMG position. It's only the super duper engineers who can build those. So if we go back to the campaign and we scroll right, eventually you'll come across the engineer 2s. See where they are, trooper 2s. Tanker 2s, sniper 2s, assaulter 2s, engineers 2s. So there we go. So these guys can actually build machine gun nests, but that's a long way off. That's a long way off to do that. So what you're going to be concentrating on is playing with these guys, and then remember to go into your squad upgrades and then selecting the anti-aircraft gun, and then you've got the anti-tank gun. Remember, one of the things I do recommend is as you are working through these upgrades, spend some points on the personnel upgrades that increase the speed at which your characters gain XP, because that means you'll then earn points quicker. So there we go. So there you've got your engineer squad. You've got maybe a couple more engineers in it. Let's change the game mode to practice, and let's jump in with our engineer squad, and let's try to show you how you physically build things in Enlisted. Now, engineers, I think, are critical to the success of your team, whether that be you're playing like Conquest or you're playing Invasion, you know, the big game modes or the slightly smaller ones. This is because one of the most important things, right, you guys go over there, that's it, and you guys lie down, and then you guys look that way. You can do that for me? Well done chaps. Because one of the most important things you can build are respawn points. So if you tap Y on your Xbox controller or triangle on your PlayStation controller, that brings up your hammer. And the default thing that you can build is a sandbag, but we don't want that. So if you press and hold left on your D-pad, that then brings up the wheel that you can use. Now, as you can see, I've unlocked the anti-aircraft gun and I've unlocked the anti-tank gun. But the one thing I'm probably interested here is this one, the rally point or the spawn point. So I could put that down. I don't think I can build it in the practice mode, but you can put that down. Generally, you want to put it somewhere where it will be defended, so as your friendly teammates spawn in, they don't immediately get shot. Put it somewhere like that, and then press and hold on your D-pad, and then put in like a sandbag. Now, what you do have to be careful about these sandbags when you're putting them in is that AI can be a bit crap at getting over them. So don't completely block in a spawn point, a rally point with sandbags. Otherwise, what you'll find is you'll come back to it and you'll find all these AI just trapped. they won't be able to get out. So let's get back here. So and then to build stuff, you just press and hold right trigger, and you build the things. You build things lying down. Now you can pretty much build in lots and lots of different places. However, it really depends on whether it intersects another object. Super useful things to build are the anti-tank mine, anti-tank barrier, which you can use not just against tanks, but you can put it in doorways to block soldiers getting through, to slow them down so they've got to crawl under it. And what you can also do is you can add to an anti-tank barrier. Say that was in front of a door, you could then add some barbed wire as well. If you find you can't build, it's probably just not quite in this right position, and that then is quite a good obstacle to block someone in. Now let's press and hold left on the D-pad again while we've got the hammer on. Now you may just be able to see in the middle of the screen it says resources required 8, resources available 15. The more engineers you have in your squad, the more resources you will have available. So let's have a look. So let's say we wanted to build the rather useful anti-tank gun. Yeah, let's have it facing that way. Let's do it lying down. These ones take a little bit more to build. Dum 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 dum. And there we go. There we've got a look at that. That is a very nice piece of kit there. And then we can jump onto that. And use it against we've got a high explosive. Press Y on the Xbox or triangle on the PlayStation to swap to armor piercing. High explosive you would use against infantry targets, and AP obviously you'd use against enemy vehicles, enemy armor. Let's get out of that. So that, my friends, is how you build my squad. They're very good. They're well disciplined, these guys. They'll aim exactly where I tell them to. Go on then, that's it. I tell you what, go for a run down there, chaps. Go on, go over there. There they go. Well done. Superb work. Lie down. Let's all lie down. And let's then aim over there. Over there. That's it, turn around. Very good. So that's how you unlock the engineers in Enlisted. That's how you unlock being able to build the extra things, and that's how you physically build them as well. Anyway, hopefully you found that useful. Oh, one thing I should have mentioned actually. Silly me. I've just changed to one of the others, haven't I? Is the ammo box as well. That's a very, very useful thing, and I tend to put the ammo boxes down on flags once we capture them, like A, B or C, and that means people can look after the replenish their ammunition. Also, when you're kind of playing as a lone wolf almost, away from the rest of your team, maybe you have got your squad but you haven't got away from the rest of your team, you can go to like an Overwatch position where you say you've got a sniper in your squad as well as an engineer, and the engineer can put down a resupply, and obviously you can press and hold right on your D-pad and you can swap between your different soldiers, and then swap to your sniper, and then your sniper can be blasting away, and then you can and they can resupply, because you do run out of ammo, don't you, if you get on a really good run as a sniper, or even like with the Garand, because look, you've only got sort of 32 shots with the Garand, and you can go through them pretty quick. Anyway, that's enough from me. If you found the video useful, hit like. If you want to see more of the same, press subscribe. And I will, of course, see you again soon.